to Sturgetopia. This is Sturge, coming to you from planet Cyrene and all the people who hum and hang out with big red robots. But today, I'm not going to go off about the robots. I want to talk about the ARC Faction Badge mining missions, which is the extension to the daily mining missions, which give you experience in prospecting and mining and so forth. But actually, these give you ARC Faction Badges, and they're easier, interestingly enough, than the daily mining missions, which you could possibly do with a TT Finder. But you don't have to. Well, you can do this mission with the TT Finder, but the daily mission's a little more challenging with the TT Finder, given the size of the claims that you need. I'm going to get into that detail here and try to make it quick, because really there's not a whole lot to talk about, other than to show you the details of this, which I've sort of covered in the ARC Faction Badge video, but I want you to see how easy this is. And it'll help some people get ARC Faction Badges who don't do a lot of hunting, who would rather do mining over hunting. So let's get to it. Now, you can start this mission anywhere you want, but generally you're going to have to pick up the missions at specific places. I'm just starting at the ARC headquarters teleporter, and I'm going to teleport over to the ARC staging area where the mining missions are, the basic daily mining missions that give you an experience. We've all been here before. We know what's going on. We've got to run up on the platform, and we got the miner bots right there. They're going to give you some missions. Keep that in mind. There is crossover here. Always crossover. Talk to Will Andrews, and Will Andrews is going to give you the 5 daily mining missions. And so if it's ore, it's a 40 peck claim to complete the mission, and if it's end matter, it's a 20 peck claim to complete the mission. That's all there is to it. But sometimes with the TT Finder, it's challenging to get a claim that size of a 40 peck claim. 20 peck claim, not so much, but 40 peck claim can be a little challenging. So keep that in mind. We're going to go to ARC 101, not the staging area, the depot, supply depot, and once landed there, see, this has actually been loading pretty quickly. I've kept the graphics super low so it loads quickly. But here at the 0x101 supply depot, we're just going to run off towards the Cyrene sign, the big building. These NPCs are going to slowly render, and Lee, the ARC Relief Collections NPC, is the person we're going to talk to. You got to have your 200 ARC Faction Badges in your inventory. Most important thing. And then you can start picking up these daily missions. And one thing you're going to notice is, and I'm going through pretty quick, but these are all 10 peck mining claim missions. You got to have 3 of each, but they're only 10 pecks. So this is really super easy to do with a TT Finder. And I think that's one of the better parts, reason that I'm mentioning this is it's so straightforward, you might as well pick it up and get the crossover with this mission and get the ARC faction badges, the daily ARC faction badges. It's 5. That's great. It's 5 more than you had before. If you're going to do any mining on planet Cyrene, you might as well pick up every single possible mining mission you can, and then get all of the possible rewards to maximize your efforts here. And it's really nice that the Cyrene developers have put this all together such that you can do just that. And I really appreciate that very much. Just going to grab some mining probes and get out there and rock and roll this. I'm not going to show the entire detail of that. I think I'll just show the completed run once I've finished this up. But it is possible to do this on 50 ped or less in mining probes. I'm not going to be able to do it on this run, as I'll show you, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Just keep in mind, if you're just using the TT Finder, you can do this on 50 ped or less in mining probes. That makes it a super affordable way to get ARC Faction Badges and get experience in all of the other, and credit for, in all the other mining missions. Now, there's no reason to struggle in any way, shape, or form trying to find any of the resources that you need for these daily missions, for the ARC Faction Badges, or just the regular daily missions. You just come to cyrenedream.org, click maps, go to mining. That's it. It's all here and recently updated. Really appreciate that. I saw that there was a little post on the forums, maybe it was in the Discord, but it said, this is all updated, and get to it, baby, because this stuff is where we say it is, and I really appreciate that. Sometimes when I'm really trying to find purple crystal, this is a place to come. So keep that in mind. If you really need help, this is a great resource, cyrenedream.org. Use the mining maps. And like I said, I'm not going to make it long-winded. I had to take out 70 ped and probes total, because I was using an F105, and really struggled to find Kaizenite. In the end, I found a size 8 medium claim for Kaizenite that turned out to be about 11.5 ped. When the top end of that is 11.99 ped. So turned out pretty good, 74.45. So that covers decay and a little tiny bit of profit. But that's great. So I actually did okay. Lucky for me. And let's go and turn that in so I can show you what it looks like when you turn this mission in and get your ARC faction badges. Okie dokie, I'm back here at the 101 Supply Depot. Just going to run over to Lee, who has a question mark above her head now. It makes it much easier when they render. It's so nice. Let's take a look and see what we have. I got a lot of fruit out of this one. And a little Paplon, a little Garroot, a little Nisset. I wanted to show you what happens when you populate. You get individual ARC faction badges just when you do it. There you are. It's all done. Pretty straightforward. Now all I need to do is turn in the daily mining missions at the ARC staging area to Will Andrews. I'm not going to show you that. But, and then that's it for the day. That doesn't mean I'm going to quit mining, but I wanted to show you this so that you could see how easy it is to get 5 ARC faction badges daily without hunting, if that's something you really wanted to do. And keep in mind, there are two daily grouped mining missions, as well as the Miner's Paradise mission from Risen Island, and there are the Iron missions also at the ARC staging areas. So hopefully this was informative, and we will see you in the next video. This is Sturge signing off. Ciao.